Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Kayla and today I'll be doing a collective reading for you guys. I have already cleansed the space and said a prayer over the cards, so we're going to go ahead and get into the overall energy with this oracle deck, clarify with the tarot, and finish off with the final message from Spirit. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing alright, better every day. Alright. Let's go ahead and get into it, please, and thank you, Spirit. One card for the overall energy of the reading. Please and thank you, Spirit. One card. One card, please, and thank you, Spirit, for the overall energy of the reading. Alright, baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. At the bottom we have Starkeeper, cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay. So this is the overall energy of the reading. Alrighty. So Spirit wants you to clearly follow your intuition, okay? There could be something that, you know, you may be a bit afraid to do just because maybe it doesn't make sense to, you know, the five senses, okay? But that's the intuition. It's not going to make sense to the five senses, okay? Let's see, though, what baby steps is talking about here. Baby steps. Alright, action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. You are being called to take grounded action in response to your soul's calling, to start where you are and begin building in a consistent way. So many people stop themselves from living a soul-led life because they are waiting to know the destiny before taking the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. Our soul is always calling us, every moment of every day. The way you find yourself living in harmony with the cosmos is to listen to your soul's baby calls and whispers each and every day, and to take grounded action in the direction of those calls and whispers. You are being encouraged to start small, bite-sized, to put one foot in front of the other, to do one thing every day, to break things down into achievable tasks. Time on Earth goes slower than on other planets. This may cause frustration for starseeds, who can expect a faster pace of manifestation and thus give up before the seeds begin to sprout. If you resonate with that, it is time to opt for consistency over urgency. I'm just laughing because I just said on my reading yesterday, well, I didn't say that, but I did say, you know, I've been uploading consistently for a year and I'm really not seeing that much growth. You know, I've seen people grow way faster than me. So I'm just like, why am I not seeing it, you know? But I mean, so that's it. It just resonates with me, that part right there, where it says, okay, hold on. Hold on, okay. Consistency. It's time to opt for consistency over urgency. Alright, it says, this may cause frustration for starseeds who can expect a faster pace of manifestation and thus give up before the seeds begin to sprout. So it's like, you know, things are, you know, in motion, but probably not working for you as fast as you would like to see it happening, okay? If you resonate with that, it is time to opt for consistency over urgency. And I definitely feel like I've been doing that, as I said, consistently every day for almost a year. Next month, it'll be a year that I've been posting readings on YouTube every day. Okay. Time to take baby steps in the direction of your calling. To remember that you don't need to have it all figured out or know exactly where the path is leading you. You don't have to know every single step along the way before you set out on your great journey. You just need to take the next step. There's a Starseed Soul inquiry at the bottom, and it says, what's one baby step you can take in the direction of your soul's calling? Okay. I also want to touch on where it says, remember that you do not have to have it all figured out to know exactly where your path is leading. Time to take baby steps in the direction your soul is calling, okay? So, yeah, I just feel like Spirit wants you to take action on something that you've maybe been thinking about doing, but it's just not clear. So you're just like, I'm not sure. Because as I said, I can definitely resonate with that as well. Just, I want Spirit to, like, give me clear instructions. Like, I just want it, like, blasted or plastered out in the world. Like, this is what I want you to do, and this is how it's going to work out. And it can be a bit, fearful when you don't know what to expect, when you don't know if it's going to happen or not, when you don't know how it's going to turn out. It makes you, it's like you just don't want to waste any time. But then that goes back to, like, time isn't real. It's never too late, that type of energy. Okay, let me get a simplified version of this. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so it says here, baby steps. Don't wait for the big picture. Take one small action now. Follow your intuition. Trust the nudge inside, even if it doesn't make logical sense yet. Don't overthink. The path unfolds as you walk it, not before. In short, take one small step your soul is pulling you toward, and the next step will reveal itself. Okay, so I just feel like, exactly as it says, Spirit is saying, just go forward. Okay, I feel like Spirit is saying, I'm going to be right there to, when you're ready to take that next step, I'm going to put that, like, stone up underneath your foot. It's like having faith that things are going to work out for you. I kind of feel like, okay, go forward. Okay, don't wait for you to know how it's going to turn out for the big picture. Okay, trust yourself, trust the nudge inside of you. Okay, don't overthink it. And with that, this, don't overthink, the path unfolds as you walk it, not before. Okay, as I said, I felt like, would I be ready to offer personal readings? Like, would I be able to connect with, the collective and that type of thing? And I just feel like Spirit is saying, once I put myself out there, I already feel like my gifts are expanding more and more, but it's just like things are gonna fall in place. Okay, all right, let's clarify that. Thank you for that, Spirit. Let's clarify baby steps, please, and thank you, Spirit. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. One card at a time, please, and thank you, Spirit. One card. I said one. That was two. One card at a time, please, and thank you, Spirit, for baby steps. All right. So we have the Four of Swords coming out as the first card. Rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation, retreat, renewal, solitude. At the bottom, Three of Swords, heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, depression. So that, with the Four of Swords and then the Three of Swords at the bottom, that's like the Seven of Swords, and that's like betrayal, right? Like sneakiness. Okay. But we're talking about contemplation as well. Okay. Solitude. Maybe it's just like you're going through some type of healing phase right now. Okay. After going through something that was some type of emotional pain. All right. Some type of sorrow, hurt, loss, depression, maybe a divorce. Six of Pentacles, giving, receiving, sharing, wealth, generosity, and charity. And then the Page of Wands, inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potential, free spirit, exploration, excitement, and freedom. I feel like Spirit wants you to share maybe your gift, okay, your clarity with the world, okay? Maybe you are very inspiring to others, okay? Your potential is limitless, all right? Let's see what else. Please and thank you, Spirit, for baby steps. One card at a time. What else for baby steps? Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Please and thank you, Spirit. The Two of Cups. Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, and connection. I feel like this is something that you're very much like connected to. it's like something that's meant to be, I want to say, okay? You're meant to do this. Like, it's gonna work out. Like, it's gonna just mesh together so well. Five of Pentacles, financial loss, lack of mindset, isolation, worry, need, poverty, and insecurity. Six of Wands, public recognition, victory, progress, self-confidence. And then the Sun card, positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. Okay, I feel like you are walking away from that mindset of just feeling like you're not good enough, okay? Insecurity, worry, all right? You're making progress. I feel like Spirit is letting you know you're going to be victorious, okay? You are getting more confident, okay? And you're stepping into a place of positivity, success, okay? You're going to be celebrating. What else, please and thank you, Spirit, for baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Ooh. See, how this almost fell off the table, that, I don't know why, y'all. I kind of have a bad temper. It would have just really pissed me off. Like, please, don't do all of that. If you want to jump out in there right here, okay, but almost about to fall off the table, that's just setting me off in a way. Okay. The Ace of Cups, love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby, proposal, and marriage, okay? So I really feel like with this Ace of Cups is just talking about your spiritual gifts expanding, okay? Your spirituality, your intuition, all right? Just you tuning more into that energy, okay? Maybe birthing something new, okay? At the bottom, the Fool card, new beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, and pleasure. The Three of Wands, preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, expansion, overseas opportunities. And then the Five of Cups, regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief, okay? Spirit is telling you, take that leap of faith. Have trust in life, all right? Believe in the possibilities. Be optimistic. Take advantage of opportunities. Have blind faith, okay? Take this adventure. I feel like Spirit is saying that you are ready, all right, to expand, okay, to put yourself out there, to get to the next stage, next level. You're making progress now, okay? And with this Five of Cups here in the back, I just feel like it's like you are letting go of that type of energy of being pessimistic, all right? Maybe feeling like it's not going to work out or something like that. All right. What else, please and thank you, Spirit, for baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. One card at a time. I'm going to shuffle. I just feel called to shuffle them. The World card is at the bottom. Completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, arriving, okay? Let's see. What else for baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense, please and thank you, Spirit. One card at a time. See? The Three of Cups, celebration, friendship, collaboration, creativity, community, happiness, okay? I feel like maybe your creativity is, becoming more strong, okay? I really don't know how to word things the right way, and I hate that. I hate that it's like I don't know how to say certain things when it's time to say certain things, okay? You could be celebrating something, all right? I just feel like you're maybe very happy about something like working out, okay? Something coming together. The Three of Cups talks about community, celebration, but I feel like it as I said, come together, community, collaboration, that talks about coming together. But I just feel like not in the sense of other people, just like your business ideas coming together. Whatever it is that you're working on coming together. It was just 14:44 on the timer. Okay, 10:01 on the clock. The High Priestess at the bottom, intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, and high morals. The Three of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something. And then the Five of Wands, competition, rivalry, conflict, disagreement, strife, and tension. All right. You could be just trusting your intuition more, okay? Trusting the sacred knowledge that you are receiving, okay? Trusting yourself, as it says here. I feel like with this Three of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something, it's like a stronger bond with spirit. That's who you're doing teamwork with, collaborating with, okay? Learning from and building like a stronger relationship, okay? All right, let's get one more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for baby steps. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Please and thank you, Spirit. One more for baby steps. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Please and thank you, Spirit. All right. The Knight of Pentacles, hard work, productivity, routine, conservation, efficiency, and responsibility, okay? I feel like you've been, working hard, sticking to a routine of something, as I said, just, constantly doing this every day for almost the past 12 months, okay? It's like you've been sticking to something, doing something consistently, not giving up, staying to a routine, being efficient, responsible, productive, okay? Just working hard, okay? At the bottom, the Nine of Swords, anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopelessness, trauma, and despair. The Nine of Pentacles, fruits of labor, rewards, luxury, self-sufficient, financially independent. The number 99 could be significant. And then the Six of Pentacles, giving, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, and charity. I feel like this talks about you just having some type of anxiety, worry, or fear about, if things are going to pan out for you, if your hard work is going to pay off, okay? The Six of Pentacles kind of gives me the same thing as the Nine of Pentacles. It's like, giving and receiving, push and pull, give and take, that type of energy. If the energy that you're putting into something is going to be, flowing, that type of energy, okay? Let's clarify this Four of Swords here, please, and thank you, Spirit. Rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation, retreat, renewal, and solitude. One or two cards for this Four of Swords here, please, and thank you, Spirit. Make it clear. There's something right here. Clarify this Four of Swords. One or two cards, please, and thank you, Spirit. All right, the Emperor comes out. Respect, leadership, stability, structure, rules, and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, and practicality. All right. I kind of feel like it's like you have been dedicated to something, okay? Maybe taking the time to, sit by yourself and focus on something, to build something up, okay? It talks about stability, structure, discipline, okay? It's like you've taken time. The number 44 could be significant as well, okay? It's like you've taken time to like slowly build something, as it says here, baby steps, okay? The Chariot, movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, courage. All right? It could be talking about you as well, now ready to move forward, make progress, take action on something, okay? Being more courageous. Queen of Wands, courage, confidence, independence, focus, zest for life, okay? I feel like Spirit is saying you are ready. You're ready. You're confident, okay? Yeah. Okay, let's get one more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for this Emperor here with the Four of Swords. One more for the Emperor here with the Four of Swords, please, and thank you, Spirit. One card for the Emperor with the Four of Swords, please, and thank you. The Four of Swords talks about form, completeness, foundation, progress, power, and stability. Okay, it's like you have been, putting the foundation together for something. The Hangman, pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, enlightenment, viewing things differently than before, deep insight, sacrifice, change, release. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you're definitely you have a new perspective on something. Okay, you're probably releasing something, letting something go. You've received some type of enlightenment, viewing things differently, as it said, some type of deep insight. You're ready to, make some type of change. Okay, and I just feel like this is just you stepping out and not being afraid anymore. It's like you're empowered and you're ready to step into your calling. Okay, Four of Cups at the bottom, meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, disconnected. Eight of Swords, negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality, and entrapment. And then the Ace of Wands, new project, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, potential beginnings, new opportunities, and growth. Okay, it's like maybe you've been thinking about it for a while, contemplating, meditating on it. Okay, kind of just out of fear. We're here with the negative thoughts. Okay, self-imposed restrictions, victim mentality. It was like you were holding your own self back. Okay, but now it's like you're eager to go after it. Okay, you're eager for these new beginnings. Okay, to start something, to create. Okay, what about this Two of Cups here? Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, and connection. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify this Two of Cups. One or two cards. One or two cards, please and thank you. Alright, so the first card out is a Temperance, balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, finding meaning. Okay, I said this Two of Cups to me. It talks about just things like working out, okay? This partnership, the connection between you and spirit, between you and whatever gift this is, like coming together, okay? And I feel like the Temperance talks about that as well, okay? Union, coming together, okay? Just balance. This talks about balance too. It's like things are going to work out, okay? Six of Swords, transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage and moving on. Two of Pentacles, multiple priorities, time management, adaptability, balancing decisions. And then the Nine of Wands, courage, persistence, test of faith, resilience, boundaries, last stand, gearing up for the worst, pessimism, and weary. Okay, I kind of feel like this is your final test. Just Spirit seeing if you're going to take this leap of faith and do it, okay? Are you going to make this change and leave the past behind and release whatever had you, afraid or, worried, anxiety, all right? Let's get one more for this Temperance here with the Two of Cups. Please and thank you, Spirit. One more card for the Temperance here with the Two of Cups. One more for the Temperance here with the Two of Cups. Please and thank you. Alright, I'm going to shuffle. One more for the Temperance here with the Two of Cups. Please and thank you, Spirit. Alright. So we have the King of Pentacles, wealth, business, leadership, security, discipline, abundance, prosperity, and generosity. Alright. I feel like Spirit is saying wealth, business, like your hard work is going to pay off this new business adventure. Okay, it's going to bring you wealth. Okay, it's going to bring you security. As long as I feel like you stay disciplined, it's going to bring you abundance and prosperity. Okay, maybe people are going to be very generous with you for this service that you're offering. Okay, the Queen of Cups at the bottom, compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. Seven of Wands, challenge, competition, protection, perseverance, defense, maintaining control. And then the Justice, fairness, truth, clarity, equality, cause and effect, and balance. Okay, I kind of feel like Spirit may be saying, make sure that you kind of stay in control, maintain control. With this Queen of Cups here talking about compassionate, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable. I just feel like you are very, in a way, like emotional, or just kind of like too kind. And I feel like Spirit just wants you to protect yourself when opening up to something, okay? Let's see about this Ace of Cups here. Love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby, proposal, and marriage. Please and thank you, Spirit. One or two cards for this Ace of Cups here. One or two cards for the Ace of Cups, please and thank you, Spirit. Alright, first card, the Nine of Cups. Wish come true, contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, luxury, and gratitude. Alright, I feel like you're going to be very satisfied, content, okay? This is a wish come true for you. That, you know, I feel like your gifts are opening up, your intuition getting stronger. Just your feel for the energy and that type of space there. King of Cups, emotionally balanced, compassion, diplomatic, control, balance, supportive leader, tolerance, and empathetic. With this King of Cups here, I feel like it's saying like you are just in control. Just really, I feel like sure of yourself, okay? Or you're coming into that, you know, it's like you're believing in yourself more, trusting in yourself more with this emotionally balanced, okay, and control and balance. I feel like it's like you're gonna be able to do whatever it is that you need to do, whatever it is that, you know, you're trying to do, required to do, like it's gonna happen. I feel like I don't know how to word it the way I'm trying to word it. Queen of Wands, courage, confidence, independence, focus, zest for life, determination, joy. Okay? Definitely you're more confident, okay? More courageous. I'm trying to say maybe like, you know, because you are believing in yourself more, trusting yourself more. All right, as I said, and as I said about you just taking the steps in spirit, like it's going to unfold for you, like that type of energy, okay? All right, let's get one more, please, and thank you, Spirit. One more for this Nine of Cups here with the Ace of Cups. Please and thank you. One more for the Nine of Cups here with the Ace of Cups. Please and thank you, Spirit. I'm trying to loosen my grip. Try not to grip the cards too tight now. The Ten of Cups comes out, divine love, harmony, blissful relationship, alignment, inner happiness. Okay, I definitely feel like it's like you're coming into alignment with, you know, what you're supposed to be doing, your soul's purpose, okay? Your intuition, maybe, okay? Fulfillment, inner happiness, okay? And I feel like you're very happy about it. Pisces could definitely be significant. It just, with that, I feel like it's touching on, you know, just your intuition, your feelings, that type of thing, okay? And yeah, I just feel like your connection to spirit or your intuition is going to make you, you know, you're very happy about it, okay? Seven of Cups at the bottom, opportunities, wishful thinking, choices, illusions, searching for purpose, and daydreaming. Six of Wands, public recognition, victory, progress, and self-confidence. Five of Cups, it says 765. All right, the Five of Cups, regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, or grief. All right, as I said, it's like you are just overcoming that type of energy. of feeling like, pessimistic, or as if things are not going to work out, or as things going to fail, because this Six of Wands here talks about victory, progress. Okay, you're going to get the recognition that you deserve. Okay. What about this Three of Cups here? Celebration, friendship, collaboration, creativity, community, and happiness. The Chariot jumps right out. Movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, and courage. Eight of Wands at the bottom, speed, rapid action, movement, swift change. Okay, manifesting quickly. Some type of change is definitely happening quickly. This is something moving, and the Chariot talks about movement as well. So something is definitely going to be shifting quickly, moving quickly, happening quickly. All right. And it is this partnering up, partnership, or collaboration, I feel like, with spirit. The Nine of Swords is right behind the Eight of Wands. Anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopelessness, trauma, and despair. And then the Three of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, and building something. Okay. You may have some type of fear, like, or anxiety about working with someone or doing something with others. Okay. Like maybe like some type of social anxiety. Okay. And that could be like where this fear is coming from. Just like you, just feeling like you are not social enough. Like how I keep on saying, like, I don't know how to, I'm not saying the right words. You know how I just said that? Like, I wish I could just get the words right, the words that I'm trying to say. Like, I hate that I do that type of stuff. But, maybe some of you have some type of anxiety like that about something, Little things like that really just make you feel, as if you're not ready or you're not going to be good at something or something like that, okay? Let's see. One more for this Chariot card here with the Three of Cups. Please and thank you, Spirit. I just really, it's because, it's like I want you guys to understand what I'm saying. It's like I get it because I know what I'm trying to say, but I just feel like it's not coming out right. Sometimes I really cannot think of the word that I'm supposed to be using. And when I can't, get the right word, I'm like, oh, I don't know if you guys understand it or get what I'm trying to say. All right. One more for this Chariot here with the Three of Cups, please and thank you, Spirit. One more card for the Chariot here with the Three of Cups. The Five of Cups, regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. Okay. Definitely feel like you are moving out of that energy here, okay? Of being pessimistic, as I said here. Or just feeling like disappointed or as if something is not going to work out, okay? The Five of Cups and the Three of Cups makes the Eight of Cups. And I feel that that's talking about like... isn't that kind of like the same energy of like moving on to calmer water? Let me see, because I'm really not sure. Let me make sure. Okay, so it kind of does. It talks about letting go, okay? Searching for something deeper. Seeking deeper meaning. It is about turning toward growth, purpose, and emotional truth. Trust the pull. You may not know exactly where you are going, but you know you can't stay. Let go. Something feels empty or done, and your soul knows it. It's like saying you've outgrown this cup. I'm ready to find the one that truly nourishes my spirit, okay? So yeah, it's like you're moving forward and out of that energy of just settling, okay? And just being in a space where you need to, you have so much more growth and like there's so much more for you out there, okay? You're like your potential. There's so much more potential. You have so much more potential, and it's like you're moving past that stage of just, sitting and not doing anything. It's like you're going after it now, okay? The Hierophant institution, traditions, religion, society and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, mercy, bonding, wisdom, trust. Okay, this could be talking about you being concerned about what other people think. Okay, and you moving on from that type of area. Okay. Page of Pentacles, manifestation, financial opportunity, skill development, ambition, desire, and diligence. And then the Two of Wands, planning, progress, making decisions, discovery, leaving home, travel plans. Yeah. All right. It's like you just, as I said here, ready to go after it now. You're no longer just sitting and dwelling on something anymore. You're planning, you're making progress, you're making a decision to do something. You're moving forward, you're leaving your stuck space. Okay, just sitting there thinking about it is no more. You're actually taking action on it now. Okay. And what about this Knight of Pentacles, please and thank you, Spirit? One or two cards. Hard work, productivity, routine, conservation, efficiency, responsibility. The Empress comes out, abundance. Those are the same cards, abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting, development, accomplishment, growth, evolution, and action. Okay, of course you are growing, evolving, taking action. Okay, abundance is coming in. Okay, it's like what it talks about fertility. I feel like things are blossoming, blooming. Okay, your hard work is definitely paying off. Okay, justice is being served, things are being made fair. Okay, balance is coming in, cause and effect, your hard work is paying off. Okay, let's get one more. The Magician. Action, creation, manifestation, power, self-confidence, clarity, willpower, skill, and creativity. Okay, you're creating something. Okay, you're taking action. Something is coming to life. All right, it's manifesting. Okay, you're more confident and just realizing your power. I feel like. Okay, the High Priestess at the bottom. Intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, and high morals. The Page of Wands, inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potential, free spirit, exploration, excitement, and freedom. And then the Eight of Swords, negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality, and entrapment. All right. So you just, following your intuition, trusting the knowledge that you receive. Okay, trusting yourself. All right. Discovering new things. Okay, exploring, free spirit. Okay, so I really just feel like Spirit is telling you to, as it says here, take action, follow your intuition, and take the step before it makes sense. So when you look at this picture now, it's like, what else is over there? It's like when you get to the top, what, you just fall off the edge now. And it's like, just take the steps. I just feel like, as I said, when you take that next step, it's like Spirit is going to put that thing right up underneath your foot so that you don't fall. Spirit is not going to let you fall. Spirit is not going to tell you to go after something and let you fail at it. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, Spirit wants you to trust your intuition, follow your intuition, do it. Okay, and once you do, you'll see things work out for you. So stop doubting yourself, stop thinking that you're not ready, or it doesn't have to be perfect. As I said, just take the steps, take the first step. All right, follow your intuition, take action. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have Star Keeper, cosmic ancestors, see the light by staying grounded. Star Keeper. All right. You are an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in a unique way. You've likely been incarnating on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We are at a tipping point now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you will be. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you will anchor onto this planet. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seated here. You may be called to be in different places in the world to anchor this light, perhaps by taking a trip or living in a certain location. You may also find yourself experiencing awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth's energy will become, and the less reactive humanity will be. You are here for a double mission: to grow as an individual, as a part of a larger collective that's bringing about a shift in the frequency. Okay, hold on. You are here for a double mission: to grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective that is bringing a shift in frequency. So, with that being said, I'm not done though. I feel like Spirit is saying, you're going to help shift the frequency on earth. Okay, it's something about you that's healing, something about your gifts that's going to help other people, okay, as well as yourself, okay. And then trust that you can be in this world but not of it. Lead a truly glorious life, okay. I kind of feel like with that, trust that you can be in this world but not of it. You may feel like you don't want to do the matrix things, okay. Maybe having a traditional 9 to 5, just all of that type of stuff, going out clubbing, drinking, okay. And Spirit is saying like you can still pretty much, as it says, be in the world but not of it, okay. Help the collective grow, just doing things that you are supposed to do for Spirit, for the collective, okay. There's a starseed activation. It says, place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay grounded as possible. I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. All right. Let me just search up really quickly what star keeper says, okay. All right, so it says, simple meaning: you are a guardian of the earth and its future. Your presence helps keep the earth's vibration high. You hold a contract or role to nurture, guide, and stabilize change during this time of transformation. Baby steps for a star keeper: stay grounded, care for your body, home, and a routine. Shine your light, live in alignment with your truth. Others feel it. Hold space for healing, peace, and positive change in your circles. It's less about doing big flashy things and more about being a steady, radiant present, okay? And I kind of feel like you don't even want to do those, as I said, with the be in the world but not of it energy, okay? Yeah, I just feel like Spirit is saying like you have a major role to play here, okay? You're definitely not a bot or anything like that, and definitely because you're watching this, so how could you be a bot? But yeah, as I said, your presence keeps the earth's vibration high. It's like you are so healing, and you probably don't even recognize how much you help people and heal people. I just remember just a quick little story. At my mom's funeral last year, I got up and just spoke about how she was an alcoholic, and she wasn't really there for her children, and she had 10 children, and we were all living with aunts and uncles, other family members, okay. She didn't really take care of any of us. For a little bit she did, but then eventually, because of her addiction, we had to go off with other family members. And I loved her regardless, okay. Of course, we had our ups and downs. She was going through addiction and those type of things. And at her funeral, I got up and just pretty much said, we never know, nobody knows what happened to her during her lifetime before she had children, because she started drinking early, probably like 10, 14 years old, taking it to school. So that clearly is alcoholic, okay. Early age alcoholic, okay. And I just said, we never know what it was that caused her to get into those type of things. People don't just pick up alcohol and start drinking it heavy for no apparent reason, okay. There had to have been something that happened in her life that she was trying to like escape from, get rid of, forget about, for her to do that and have all those children and just say, you know what, I don't want to say it that way, because I don't think she just said, I don't want to be a parent, but it was just probably, whatever she was going through, I don't know. But that's pretty much what that I was saying. We don't know what she was going through or what could have triggered her to do that. So who are we to judge her? Everybody has their own trials and tribulations and what is that word? Vices, okay? Everybody has something that they cannot let go of. And for most of us, it's food. A lot of people, it is alcohol. A lot of people, it is drugs, okay? And so I was just pretty much saying, like, who are we to judge? We don't know what she went through, okay? And it was definitely something that caused that, okay? And I was just really surprised that when I was done, a lot of people were just saying, you did so good. You did so good up there saying that. And it just really came natural. You know, I didn't think about it or anything. I was just speaking, like, from the heart. And I think about that a lot, that I got up there and said that, and it really resonates, because you just never know. We always want to judge people for, being a certain way, doing a certain thing, abandoning their children, being a drug addict or whatever. And it's like, clearly something happened that caused this to happen. And it's like, maybe nobody even took the time to ask, are you okay? What is, and even if she did, the world is cruel. Some people don't even care, Some parents don't protect their children. I'm just saying, like, we don't know what it could have been that caused it, okay? But yeah, that is the message that I have for you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed this message. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.